position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to national champions from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So Florida's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I kind of like how they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to comply.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brooks. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Grab near the marker. It's Slater. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. And the Gators are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. On the move at the 30. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. First down for this offense. To the air on first down. Dances away. Fires to the right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Makes the grab. It's Slater. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Gators looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Give to the running back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. App State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Mountaineers in a statement win if there ever was one. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The give to the back. Shows him the stiff arm. Works his way ahead for three. They'll spot it at the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Of a couple.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Catch in the middle, it's Aurora. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Aurora. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Adams. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this.
He's into the open down the middle. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised, in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Offense working from the pistol. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with the lone back. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play.
Headed to the end zone. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators! And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves. Found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They'll rely on running behind the big left tackle here. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. It's Aurora. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Got the first down. Looking for more. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's first and 10. Handoff to the single running back.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long tunnel.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's the handoff. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in. It's Aurora. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Working on the right. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Adams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Got enough for the first. All but he has enough to move the chains.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll leave it with him. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
With the catch, it's Slater.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And the Gators lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Gets the back moving. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. He might want another play. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. The sure hands, it's quick. Crosses to 40. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Gators have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's quick. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man, and it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Their own 9-yard line. Quickly complete. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. They've got the screen set up. Quick spin on the run. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Just keeps slinging it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They'll give it to the back.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Adams. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Razorbacks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll throw it from the red zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, Arkansas! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for space. It's quick. Crosses the 30. He's got away. There he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Final play of the quarter coming.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over.
And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll go to the ground. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. to the ground with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. And the Gators are on the move.
Here we go.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Aurora. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Plows through the defense.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt the
game there. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Grab near the marker. It's Slater. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's quick. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Oh, he's got some space.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First and goal, Florida.
And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented, nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Florida Gators, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gators will kick it away to start. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Sooners offense will get first crack at it today. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Real hard, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Florida's offense has the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, though. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. And the Gators have pushed it inside the 20.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I will keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw again. Extending the play. Got some momentum to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! You have have to wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gashed them all by himself.
Boy, and you think quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time. You got misdirection and so many things to look at. The quarterback can throw it, but when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Makes the catch. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass. So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his man. It's Hawkins. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it up to 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. On the option, they'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing yardage, it's second and 12. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Slater. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left in the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at second and 8. Give to the running back. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. That's caught. It's Davis. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lewis. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll try to do it himself. Still running at the 40. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, the Houdini-like moves get it to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for this offense. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll run this play from the pistol. On the stop at the line of scrimmage. The Sooners headed quickly to the line.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside there. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Makes the catch. It's quick. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Hold it.
That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing, scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes a grab deep. They were backed up and now more than out of trouble at the midfield stripe. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Lewis. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That last sack got them behind the sticks, and he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll pull it down. Looking for room at the 30. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And for the 2nd time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll trim the deficit to 15. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle. They're up by 20 over Kentucky. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Complete to the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He'll heave it deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Throwing right. He's got it. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Going to the running game. Looks as if we have a couple at 2nd and 8. Gonna run it. It's quick. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. With the catch, it's Davis. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. Kick is in the air. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Finds the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Now improvising. On the move, he fires. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. The give to the back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years, but a big reason why those guys had success was...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury team.
Grab over the middle. It's Clemens. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Throws to the tight end. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Absolutely perfect. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying him out.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders. Where it's a turnover. We We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On the move. It's quick. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Looking left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Works the middle. Turning it on! Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
It'll be 3rd and long. Makes the catch. It's Davis. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Sooners are flying down the field.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to...
Touchdown Sooners! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. On the run, it's quick. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Slater. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down in 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Slater. Got some room, headed to the goal line. more points. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that one.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his...
And down he goes back at the 3. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Here's the handoff. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on 3rd down? I mean, you got 3rd and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this...
He's got it, 1st down and more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. So much for being backed up. Now they've got it 1st and 10 and plus territory. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if... Leave the offense out there. Has to get there to move the sticks. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Pocket breaking down. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Inside the 40. He's at the 40. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Right back to him on the ground. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. All down, but he has... Move the chains.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
And the Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff, and these guys